Hi crafters, and welcome to Finish It Friday episode 176. So here's where we left off on Wednesday. We have our base card. This is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. This is a 2.5 inch by 2.5 inch square. This is a 2 by 2 square, and this is 1 1/4 by 4 1/4 rectangle. Now I have this, have this against basic beige, and I have been using the DSP. I think this is from, is it Beautiful Gallery? I think is the name of the DSP. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of a background look using some cutouts. I am using the Greenery Lane. Oh, sorry. It's taking time to focus. Let me see if I turn this on, if this helps. I don't know why we're pixelating. Hang on, guys. Okay, let me go check over on my... Okay, it looks like we're clear. It might just be my tablet that's pixelating. Okay, so we're going to be using Greenery Lane cutouts from that. So what I'm going to do first here is I'm going to grab out my green glue that's in a, this is a precision tip bottle. And I'm going to figure out kind of where I want things. Because I think I want that to be kind of like over like that. I think we're going to put one of these. I don't like how bright that is. Let's try this one. There. And let's just get one more that's down here. Okay, so I think that looks pretty good. I'm not sure if I like having that mint macaron background. So let me go back and let me do the same one, because I think I want to keep all in the same color scheme. Okay, now what we're going to do here is I am going to stamp some words on there from the Just Because. I'm going to use these stamps from the Just Because, and I'm going to stamp those words on the 2 by 2 square. Now I could go get my Stampin' Positioner. Sorry. If you guys have ever done lives, you know that as you're placing things, sometimes you're watching what you're doing and you're forgetting that you're speaking to an audience. So I'm going to go like that. I think it looks pretty straight. I'm looking at this line here. And that line there. Thinking that looks pretty straight. So now I'm going to come down and pick up those stamps. Let's go ahead and ink them up with Memento. I'm going to bring this down just a little bit more so I don't get my head in the shot. I have that pretty square, and I'm just looking at that Just Because. We'll go straight down. There you have that. So now let's go ahead and let's put down some of these. I think I want to pop these up just so I can slide those leaves underneath there. So let me go ahead. I'm going to stay. I'm not going to go straight to the edge. Ooh, this one is almost gone. Because I want to be able to put those underneath. grab another, there's minis. Here's some from my paper pumpkin kits, so they won't have my backing on there to hang onto the backing, so I'll have to pull those off. All right, so let's go ahead and let's, again, I'm going to go a little bit inside because I want to be able to tuck those leaves underneath. All right. And let's go ahead. I'm just trying to do this and see if I like my borders. I'm not really pushing down yet. Now I can push down, get some multi-purpose glue underneath. I think I want that to be under, but that to be on top. Oops. Like that. Let's put this down here. This one, I'm going to leave this word strip flat. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down first. And I have this bigger one up here. Let me put some of these away. I like to try to keep my stamping area a little bit clean if I can. So I think I want it just like that. So let me go ahead and put some of the multi-purpose glue underneath there. Again, I think maybe I want just one leaf to come over, but I don't want that stem shown. Okay. And I've decided that I'm going to use, sorry, put this in backwards so you can't see the letters. I think I'm going to use this Wishing You Well from the Greenery Lane. Get this straight on a line. I want to center that. I think that looks pretty good. Grab that block. This though, I think I'm going to do in a brown. So I think I want to do pecan pie. Now, when you use the spots, sometimes the ink it kind of bubbles on there, so I should be using my positioner, but I'm gonna again just go for it, making sure this looks like it's a little bit straight. Get that bottom straight on there. There you are. Let's put that down. Now I'm going right to the edge on these. Well, you know what I should have done? So I want to let it dry a little bit. But you know what I should have done? What I was going to do was I was going to scrape the edges a little bit, just to give it a little definition. So I normally would not tell you to do this when you have glue on the back, but I didn't think ahead. So, and I'm just giving just a little definition there. And I'm angling it so nothing is touching the glue underneath. Let me move this just a little bit so I can get some of that edge. There, I think that's probably enough. Let me get that. And the reason why I'm letting the glue, I went right to the corners because I want this to lay down well. So sometimes if you don't let the glue set a little bit, that glue will squish out under the edges. So if you let it set for a little while, it firms up a little bit. And it's less likely to smear or gush from your card. All right, now I think there's a little bit, there's some empty spots here. So I am going to grab, what do I have? Are these are the bronze pentagons. I got them with one of my kits and they're not open, so I think they're new. I think they're available. I have them in with my greenery lane washi tape, so I think they might have come in that bundle. And I usually like things to do in odds, and we have a lot of blank space there, so I am going to do 3 across here. So I'm going to do 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there. And I think that's good. Put all that over there. So there's our card for today. Let me show you the other 2 cards I did. I have this one. I use that, I don't know what it's called. It's the swirls. I don't know. It's a 2D embossing folder. I think it was called Swirls. So I used that to simulate like waves, because of course we have that little boat scene. Used, this is Sentimental Spring, I think it's called. I can't see. No, Springtime here. Let me run over and get it. Springtime Scenes. So here it is, Springtime Scenes. I have a new pair of contacts in today, so not quite yet focused. Springtime Scenes, I used that grass on there as that little background and that sweet springtime saying. And then here's the other one. Again, I used Springtime Scenes, some ephemera, and again that beautiful gallery DSP. All right, guys, that's it for this Friday. Thanks for watching. Give me that thumbs up if you don't mind. Subscribe if you haven't already. Tell your friends about my channel. I do a lot of simple stamping. I don't really get usually too complex in what I create. So I would love to have you and all of your friends join me. Most of all, have a great Friday. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.